Company, which started back in 2010 with a $4,000 Kickstarter campaign. He revealed they've retained a law firm to make it as time-consuming and as expensive as possible for the border wall to get built. Joining me now, Ann Mendoza. Her son was killed by an illegal immigrant. Good to see you, Ann.
Good to see you, too. Thank you.
You know, just to honor you and your son, what happened to your son?
He was killed on his way home from work May 12, 2014 by a 3-time legal limit drunk illegal alien in our country, a repeat criminal. He was high on meth, drove over 35 miles the wrong way on 4 different freeways here in Phoenix.
It's a disgrace. So what do you think of this Cards Against Humanity buying, acres to stop the border wall? What are your thoughts?
It's not a joke of what's happening to their fellow Americans. Hundreds of thousands of their fellow Americans are affected by illegal crime on a yearly basis. If one of their family members were affected, like some of ours have been, killed, assaulted, whatnot, I think they would understand the issue a little better. We've got so many stories on our website, aviac.us. There are so many crimes that are happening on a daily basis in our country that I can't even keep up posting them on our Facebook page. And you know, we've got Mitch McConnell in the Senate who is refusing to bring Kate's Law and No Sanctuary for Criminals Act to the Senate floor for a vote. Congress has already passed it. Both of those deal with illegal alien felons in our country, over 500,000 of them that are waiting to be deported. And, you know, Cards Against Humanity thinks that it's just a fun thing to do something like this. Take your distaste and your dislike for our president and use it in a different way. Don't use it against your fellow Americans, because not having a secure border is causing thousands of problems daily and affecting people's lives.
Yeah, and not having your family members, right? So, because that's what you're suffering through. I mean, you know, the media pundits, Ann, often treat what happened to families like yours just like data, just like statistics. But we have interviewed others like you who've gone through and experienced the trauma that you've endured. Let's take a listen.
A 4-time deported illegal alien that had done 5 years in prison for attempted murder and had a 15-year rap sheet just pulled up next to Spencer and randomly blew his brains out.
Joshua went to school one day, and unbeknownst to me, a classmate asked him for a ride home. We found out at the trial that his intent was to murder Josh for his truck. He brutally beat him, crushed his face and voice box. He beat him in the head with a closet rod 4 times until it broke. He strangled him over and over again, tortured him. He tied him up like an animal, dropped him in a field, and set him on fire.
An illegal immigrant, intoxicated, hit him from behind, going probably 120 miles an hour.
It's so difficult to see, you know, what families like you have endured. If you were sitting down across from the team at Cards Against Humanity, what would you say to them?
I would say they've got a platform to do something positive in this country, and that's how people need to start using the voices that they have in our country. And that's what every one of us parents are doing. We're trying to take a tragedy in our life and turn it into a positive thing, and putting ourselves out there to be called many names by many people in this world, but we're doing it to help save lives and to bring the awareness to the American public that this is a huge problem. And until you're affected personally, you won't understand, but that's what we are trying to bring to you, the knowledge that this is happening hundreds of thousands of times every year.
You know, Ann, it's a disgrace what you and other families have gone through. We're so sorry for your loss and your pain. But we will say this at Fox Business, you are serving your country in what you're doing. We thank you for that. Thank you for coming on.